Hello, welcome to your September predictions. I hope you guys have been doing great. Once again we're late with the video. What's new with what's new? But we're doing our best. We're doing our best at this point. It's like crazy. So yes, I hope you guys have been good. I've been, going through it, but life hasn't been bad. I feel like life has just been changing a lot, and I feel like sometimes we need change in our life to really ignite our existence. So, yeah, life has been changing for me. I hope you guys have been having a wonderful year thus far. And today we're doing your September predictions. And once again, this is an evergreen reading. So, if you have like whichever September comes along your way, that's relevant. That is relevant, not irrelevant. Anyways, I hope you guys are good. We're gonna jump into your piles. And remember, if you like the video, to subscribe, comment, and like and share the video. I love you guys, and I shall see you in your pile. Bye. Hello, welcome in to your September predictions. Um, Today we have a variety of handmade bracelets to choose from. None of them were made by me, so that's just a disclaimer. I don't know how to make bracelets. I think I used to make like just very simple beaded ones when I was like a child, but like those days are gone. So the first one was made from one of my friends. It says "The Best Day," and this is representative of the Taylor Swift song "The Best Day." Yeah, it's cute. I think it's about like her as a child and then like writing about her mom or something. But yeah, very OG if you know the song. So that's pile number one. Pile number two is a Dreamcatcher bracelet. When I went to the concert, someone was giving them out, and I got Sua. And Sua, if you guys don't know, she is main dancer, but she's also become like low key main vocalist because the main vocalist Shion is sick, so she's kind of taken over. Anyway, she's like an ace. So if you're gravitated towards this bracelet, that will be pile number two. Just a little bit of lore in case you need to know. And the last one is just a Insomnia bracelet. So Insomnia is the name of the Dreamcatcher fandom. If you can see, wait, does the camera? Yeah, I don't know if you can see, but yeah, it's just like the name, and there's a little moon, super cute. So yeah, if you can't sleep at night, then maybe this is your pile. So yeah, pile number three. So yes, guys, whichever pile resonates with you, timestamps are below. I hope you have a wonderful September. I'm rooting for you, and yeah, I'm excited. I haven't done tarot since last month, so I'm like, this is the only time I'm doing it, so I love it. Okay, bye guys, see you soon. Welcome in pile number one. If you chose this The Best Day bracelet, then this is your reading all about your September predictions. So let's see how September gonna be. Yo, that kind of rhymed though. Okay. Yeah, guys, I'm excited. Like I said, I haven't done tarot in a while. So this is like, sorry if my roommate's screaming, by the way. He's just enjoying his life. But I'm having a good time. Well, I'm just doing it now, but I'm excited to read for you guys. If that's what am I saying? Anyways, we're already starting off. I'm just making sure we're video recording. Video recording. I told him can he not be too loud because I'm not streaming. I'm doing a video, but I think he freaking forgot. Anyways, anyone have a roommate in their life will know, or a sibling. Okay, guys. So, I just realized the camera's not really gonna pick up all the cards. Okay, I'm trying to layer them. Okay, sorry, 1 second, guys. I can't focus. He's talking about Overwatch, how it used to be like 6v6. And 1 second, guys. I can't. You're like yelling. He like forgot. He's like, I forgot. Okay, anyways, guys, welcome to reality. Okay, so okay. So the reading goes pound number 1. So you start off the month with the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. This is actually a really good card to be reversed because it's talking about like, so upright, it's more about like loss and oh my god, my math is so bad. I was like, how is this 5? It's 4, but then I saw there was this one. Anyways, guys, so 5 of Pentacles. So you can see in the image here that there is a like a witch and her what's it like a her daughter? I don't know the name of like anyways. They're looking for like shelter and they can see that there is shelter inside. But right now they're kind of struggling. So I think because you did get this card in the reverse, you're gonna be whether it's like financial, career, or physical health, you're kind of gonna be improving that starting the beginning of the month. I think that's gonna kind of ignite you in a positive way. If you have gone through any like financial loss or physical ailments or like just feeling a little bit disappointed with your physical state, then I think things are going to be picking up for you. You're kind of recovering slowly from it, slowly but surely. We also have the Ace of Cups, which is beautiful, beautiful card about self-care and preservation and really just like filling up your own cup so you can really enjoy your life. And you can see that in this photo she's very serene. She's like I want to say like she's kind of dazed because there's kind of a circle around her. I don't know if that's just like a good, oh my god, a good aura or anything, but she's kind of like comfortable and relaxed, and that's something that I think you're gonna feel towards the beginning, like near the beginning of the month as well. You're gonna be kind of taking care more of yourself, having that self care in as well, and making sure that your cup is filled before you I guess focus on others. Not saying you're not focusing on others, but I think you're oh my gosh, sorry, I pressed I pressed the zoom in. Okay. Anyways, right now you're focusing on yourself basically in the beginning of the month. As the middle of the month nears, you do have the 7 of Wands, which is very interesting. Let me just look up the reversal. Okay, 7 of Wands. Reversed is exhaustion, overwhelmed, and giving up. Okay, so there could be a conflict in the mid of September for you, whether it's like other people in your life, or just not feeling like you're appreciated or heard, or you feel like you have adversities against you. I think you're getting it in reverse because you're kind of tired of trying to prove yourself, if that makes sense. You're kind of tired of either people not believing you or people not siding with you or just not feeling like your efforts are being appreciated. There's something that's happening. It could be work related, school related now that September school is back. Even friendships or family members, like whatever the situation is, I do feel like it's involving others. And you feel kind of like no one's really on your side, or if they are, they don't understand like what you're going through, and you might be going through a little bit of burnout because of that. Sorry, I'm just gonna read a little bit of the description just to get an idea of things that could happen. Yeah, so it says external pressure is weighing you down, leaving you doubting yourself and whether everything is worth it. It may seem as if you are under constant opposition. At first, you could hold firm, but after a relentless battle, you are now exhausted and ready to give up altogether. Don't let this get to you. Even if you are wary, this card urges you to keep fighting for what you believe in. Stand strong, own your position, and don't change who you are just to keep other people happy. So it is about like, because I did get with the Ace of Cups in the beginning of the month, you are kind of like looking out for yourself. I think this is not selfish at all. I think it's something you need to do, especially if you get this card. that's kind of showing you that you kind of have to stand your ground. Like if things are being said about you or something is you feel like there's just competition and people are against you, then it's time to clear that air. It's time to stand your ground. It's time to be like, no, that did not happen. Or like confront situations, I think. And don't be scared, I think is the most important message is don't let them bully you and don't let them push you around. Cause that's what I'm getting. Near the end of the month, you did get the Eight of Cups, but you did get it in reverse. Sorry, guys. The rustiness is resting. So, Eight of Cups reverse. Trying one more time. Indecision. Aimless drifting. Walking away. Okay, so I'm going to hold it upright just so we can take a look. So, yeah, Eight of Cups is always a card of moving on from something that's not fulfilling you emotionally anymore or not satisfying your soul. As you can see, she's moved on from the cups. She doesn't want those cups no more. She also has in the imagery like a little sack. And even though she doesn't have, like, the way I read this is like she doesn't have all the answers right now. But she has what she needs to move on. Like she doesn't need to bring everything with her. She just needs herself. She needs her cat, and she needs a little bit of, survival, I guess. But she's ready to move on regardless of what she has and if she's ready completely. And I think you did get it in reverse, and this could mean two things depending on the situation. So either you try one more time. So this kind of says it's time to kind of um be like, okay, if this is gonna work, if it is a relationship for you, what can we do to change it? Are we gonna take steps? We're gonna try again, but we're not gonna keep trying again, if that makes sense. Like this is gonna be the last time we're gonna try. So for some of you guys, this could be a relationship, it could be something regarding work or whatever it is. We're gonna try to fix it. Another solution would also just to be to walk away altogether. The only reason I think it could be reversed for some of you guys is because you're not sure if you want to walk away. You're not sure if you're ready. You're not sure what's next. You're not sure if walking away would make things worse. But usually when this card comes up, it kind of just signals that it is the time to do it. It's just like you've probably tried things before. You probably already tried to have a solution and didn't work out or whatever. I think it's the resistance to leave is the reason why it is reverses for most of you guys. I do really think that the Eight of Cups is something that is important to really look at because sometimes you just feel like I'm not fulfilled anymore emotionally, whether it's my relationship, my job, my friendship, my family's kind of toxic, whatever that is. Like something's not really filling your cup anymore. And in the beginning of the month, you did get the Ace of Cups. Look how happy now. Like, okay, beginning of the month, happy, fill the cup. Sorry, is this focused? I asked the camera as if it'll tell me. Okay. So yeah, beginning of the month, like, yay, my cup is filled. I'm dreaming, I'm dazing. And then at the end of the month, near the end, you're like, okay, you know what? Something's not satisfying me anymore. I'm going to move on. And I think you really need to focus on that because sometimes the hardest part is walking away. But sometimes walking away from a toxic situation is the best thing you can do. Okay, and then at the end of the month, you get the star in reversed. So this is a beautiful card. Especially in this deck. It doesn't look because in some of the tarot decks, the star card can look a little bit hope like you have nothing there. But she looks like she kind of has a lot. It's interesting because I get the same energy as the Ace of Cups with this star. Oh my god, my tripod trying to get me with the star card. Like you see the magic coming through. You see they're like the same facial expressions, and they just feel like they're at ease. And with this star card, it's much more like comforting than most star cards. So I want to say that you got it in reverse because you might have felt like at the end of the month, or you might feel at the end of the month that all hope is lost, and you're like I have to start from nothing and I feel lost in life. I feel like there's no hope. I feel like I'm kind of at my wits' end for the situation. And I want to say, because you did get it in reverse, that it means. Wait, sorry, let me. Crap, forgot. Oh my god. Sorry, guys. I think I'm just like everything Google. Okay, reverse. Lack of faith, despair, self trust, and disconnection. Yeah, so I think you need to really believe in yourself for the end of the month, that whatever situation you're in, if you did walk away, or if you want to walk away, or whatever, things are going to get better. And there's always hope. And hope is basically the star card itself. It's about having belief that no matter what you went through, it's not the end. I mean, it could have been the end of that situation, but it's not the end of everything for you. It's like there's always something new. There's always going to be a new door opening for you. And we can't just let like an experience that possibly traumatized or hindered our progress to really hold us back forever. So just be mindful that the stars, I see this as like the stars are aligning for you. Like things are going to work out. Maybe not right now, but things are going to get better for you. And just know that you can have peace again. So yes, those are your tarot cards. We're going to get into more detail with our love cards. So if you guys are in a relationship or if you're single, let's see what we can read. Usually love cards, I kind of read it as, I read it many ways because not everyone in a relationship, not everyone's looking for love, or there's a lot of situations. So because this is general reading, I'm going to read it in many different ways. So let's see. You have 2 cards. Your first love card says, actions speak louder than words. If you want to know what someone is feeling, watch what they are doing. Okay, so yes, this one can apply to everything, not just love, but if you're in a relationship, then yes. Basically, like people can say whatever they want, and I think that's something I've really learned these days. It's like people can say whatever they want, but if you don't do it, why does it matter? Like this is something that I also do a lot, which bothers me because I say a lot of things, but I don't do a lot of things. And it's something I'm working on as one of my like personal goals in life, is to, like, I say I'm going to film a tarot video, right? Then I'm going to film it. Like, let's not dawdle. Like, we got to do it. And things are about accountability, because certain things, if you don't do it, it does affect others. And for me, it's like, if I didn't film today, then like right now I'm filming, it's the 28th of April. And it's just going to not come out on time. So I think for me, it's about not letting other people down. It's about having accountability. And also, time is pressure, right? But sometimes we need deadlines, because without deadlines, we're never going to do anything. But basically, what this card is talking more about, if you want to know what someone is feeling, watch what they're doing. So if someone is saying to you, especially if you're in a relationship, like, I'll change, I'll do all these things for you, like I'll be a better person, and whatever the situation is, and they don't do a single thing to change, like not even a baby step, then that just shows that they're all talk and no walk. And that's something you need to be aware of, especially in relationships, is if someone says something, they better start to do it, because other than that, like, there's nothing you can do. Maybe you guys just don't align. And of course, if it is a love reading for you guys, support your partner. Make sure that you are like doing anything you can to support them through this process, make them feel like you're on their side. But at the end of the day, you can't do it for them, right? So I think this is a really good card, just in case you guys are kind of in a pickle in your relationship. New love, though. Okay, so a new chapter begins, whether it is with a new partner or in a current relationship. So this is a really beautiful card. If you're single right now, or you're looking for love, things are gonna come your way. If you are in a relationship, then you might just start a new chapter in your love life. So, maybe you guys get engaged. Maybe you guys move in together. It doesn't have to be like that big. It could literally just be like, let's go on a vacation together, or like a weekend getaway, or like let's go do something together that we've never done before. So this is very exciting. It's very positive, and be excited. Be excited for the change, and don't be scared. Oh, okay. Those are good readings. Those are good readings. Okay, let's jump into the self-care. So what self-care should pile number 1 do for September? Okay, well, that's like 4 cards. Okay, let's get like maybe 2 cards max. I mean, maybe you guys need a lot of self-care, especially after getting those cards, right? Uh, self-care. Okay. Okay, so you got 1 card, and the card is music. So yes, whether you play music or you listen to music, music is gonna be good for your soul this month. Sometimes even for myself, I like to have like an emo moment. Just like play a sad song, cry a little in your bed. Just kind of like, yeah. But then you listen to like a happy song and you're like, yeah, whatever. Everything's good. So, whatever music vibes with you, no shame, do it. It's good to let out those emotions, whether it's anger, happiness, sadness, whatever that is. If you play instruments, then maybe play an instrument if you're musically talented, if you want to focus on music, or even if you want to sing, that's also musical. Sometimes I like to sing, um, even if I'm not that good at it. It's nice to just kind of vibe or go to a concert, like whatever that is for you. Music is definitely something that's gonna probably help you this month, whether it's lift you up or just make you feel connected. So yes, that's your self-care card. We're also going to pull a Soul's Journey card. Any messages for pile number 1? Music could also be like music festivals. There's so many things about music. Okay, I did see the change card peep out. Didn't want to come out though, so maybe like just like a hint of like get ready for change. Don't be scared of change. Okay, so you did get the main card is failure. I'm laughing because this is what I've pulled for myself before. This is actually such a good card. I think it's often seen as a negative card, but after living life, I say it like I'm 80 years old. I'm not, but like I feel like we've all been through some stuff, right? Failure is something that here it says, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So failure is something that is very positive. I've said this before. You're not a failure yourself, but when you have a failure, it means you learn from it and you can grow from it. But you're not a failure. Don't read this as you. It's the situation. And a lot of things in life, we do have to kind of go through the hard way. Sometimes you don't learn until you go through like the rock bottom phase. And once you go through that is when you realize that you're so strong, and you realize that, and I think about this a lot myself, and like I had to feel like this year for me was just epiphanies. Sometimes you think about the decision you make, right? So you're like, hey, if I had just made the different decision, then this would not have happened. But you never know. And I'm not talking about like, oh, should I have done hard drugs or not? Like that one, okay, don't do the drugs. But if it's like, should I have like dated this person? Should I have went for this job, went to this school? Like those things, I think you never know what could have happened either way. Like what if the other decision was worse? You would have never known, okay? And I think that's something we need to understand is we might have failed in this aspect, but we've also could have failed in the other aspect. All of it could have been a fail. So just learning from it and understanding that going through these kind of situations does not define you as a person, but how you react from it afterwards and how you heal from it and learn from it is really what depicts who you are as a person. So yes, don't worry, you're not a failure. I'm gonna just say right now. We're gonna move on to our secret garden card, which is adapt. You will get yourself where you want to be. So yes, I do feel like at the end of the month, you might feel like everything's just kind of like gone to shit. But you are adaptable. You are someone who is able to pick up the pieces and move on and learn and grow and all that stuff. But you need to be able to kind of step outside your comfort zone a little bit and be able to kind of change. I did, once again, I see the change card pop out. You have to be adaptable. You have to be able to be open to change, and that's how you're gonna really move on and move to where you're supposed to be. So yeah, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting. Okay, so we're gonna get your astral house. What is your focus for this month? I know for you it's definitely self-care, like taking care of yourself, but other than self-care, is there gonna be a focus? So yours is gonna be happiness. Okay, so that kind of bleeds into self-care. So making sure that you are taken care of, your soul is taken care of, your emotions. Having that support system is so important. If you don't feel like you have a support system, I'm your support system, so let's go. But yeah, feeling like you're at peace, you have hope, because the doves make me think of like, actually, I don't know what doves represent, but I think for me it's about peace and serenity and having faith that there is more out there. And there's the sun. The sun card is always very beautiful because sun is about positivity and having radiance. So yes, happiness is the focus for this month for you. Whatever makes you light up and whatever doesn't bring you down. Okay, let's get some tea leaf cards for you. The heart. Okay. Okay, that's good. So the first card was the heart. Ooh. Love, deep affection, and caring. So this could come in the forms of course, if you're in a relationship, your partner is super supportive, making you feel appreciated and loved, helping you through this time. Of course, this could also represent love from family and friends. It doesn't have to be, like an intimate relationship, but support from all around, and also at the end of the day, making sure that you feel loved yourself. So that's super important. But you do have a really strong support system, I think, even if you don't feel it. Sorry, I'm just gonna. My back is killing. Okay, are you guys like when you hit 30? Are you like? Does your back hurt? Like, is that a thing? But yeah, support system is great. You also have dog is barking. Advice from a friend. So yes, you do have a lot of support in your life, whether you feel it or not. So advice from a friend could mean someone is looking out for you. Someone's trying to give you guidance, advice, anything like that. And I know sometimes when you're not in the best mindset, you could be like, I don't want to take it. Like I'm too sensitive right now to hear it. And that's fine. Like take time to yourself, take time to heal. But at the end of the day, sometimes what someone's saying, even if it's what we don't want to hear, is very important. Because when you're stuck in a certain emotion or you're in the feels, you don't want to hear your friend saying like, okay, I think you should leave this person. They're bad for you. Um, so yes, advice from a friend. I think, it's a dog. A dog is very loyal and dogs have the best intentions. And I think that's your friend. Your friend is there for you. They're loyal and they have really good intentions. So if there is going to be advice, I would very much take it because I think it's going to really help you go through this. So yes, we're going to jump into angel numbers now, and we are going to do the angel card for yes or no. So make sure you think of your question. But let's get you. Okay, let's get you two cards. I mean, two numbers. So 97 and 54. Okay, so those are your cards. I don't know if you can see. So let's read them. But yeah, guys, I don't know why. I don't know if it's because it's pile number one or just because I haven't read tarot in so long. I'm so pumped. Like I'm just like in it. I'm like, yes, let's read. Let's read it all. Oh my girl, I'ma say, let's read this together. So 54, right? Failure. Oh my god. Missteps redirect you to an authentic path. A recent event did not go as planned, and your angels want you to work on not being hard on yourself in the aftermath. Write a journal honestly exploring your emotional state today and reflect on how mistakes happen so we can learn something. So, yes, literally the same. Like, if you guys want to journal, then journal your emotions or talk to somebody. But, like, don't blame yourself too. Like, we make mistakes. Like, that's the thing. But don't be, like, hung up on it. Whether it was a mistake or not, like, don't because the worst thing we can do is like keep blaming ourselves, keep being like hard on ourselves. Then we're never gonna change. We're never gonna grow. So always, you know, admit it if you did something wrong. If not, learn from it. But you know, we learn from it. Once again, it's the failure card. Okay, and we have 97. So 97 is unity. Unite your voice with others. You are asked to join your voice in unity with others to create compassionate and needed change. Ask yourself where you feel pulled to assist with helping for the greater good and take a step toward that today. So yeah, this one's really nice. As much as your reading has been about like solo and like healing yourself and focusing on your self-care, that card is really nice. I mean, that number is really nice because it kind of talks about how sometimes if you do something nice for other people without expecting anything back, like don't do things just because you're like, oh my God, my karma is going to get messed up if I don't do it. Do it out of the goodness of your own heart. Then I think that's when good things are going to happen. Just naturally. But you know, sometimes if you do something nice for another person, even if you don't get anything back in return, you feel better. Like you just feel better. So yeah, help other people. And then you could probably, and sometimes helping other people kind of like distracts you from your own problems in life. So yeah, that's a thing. But yes, guys, we're gonna jump right into the yes or no portion. So feel free to think of your question now. Pause the video if you need to think. And we're jumping right in. So think of your yes or no. Pile number 1, number 2, and number 3. Feel free to pick your pile, and we're gonna start. So pile number 1, if this was your question and you chose this one, then your answer is not the right time. So whatever you asked about seems more of a no. I'm not saying it's never going to happen, but it doesn't seem like this is the time for it to happen. And you know, sometimes the best things are just like sometimes rejection is a blessing in disguise. So that's all I'm going to say. Okay, if you pick number 2, your answer is no. Okay, so a hard no, like literally never. Not for you. And that's, you know, depending on the question, it could be a good answer, it could be disappointing. But sometimes, you know, once again, not meant for you, and there's something else there for you. And the last card, if you pick number 3, is recovery. So seems also like a no. So all of these none of these seem like a yes. But recovery for now means it's time to heal your mind, soul, body, whatever that is. Time to heal yourself. It's time to really focus inward on a soul level and just be like, okay, what can we do better? What can we do better for ourselves, our mental, everything like that? But not right now to venture into something crazy. Okay. But yes, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Once again, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, share the video if you liked it. And every deck I used is linked down below in the description. I also do offer private readings if you are interested in booking me. Just join my Discord. The prices are there. And otherwise, I shall see you next month. Have a wonderful September. And yes! My back hurts. Okay, bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this Sua bracelet, then this is your reading for your September predictions. Welcome in. Sorry, my voice, already losing it slowly. Who knew that talking for 30 minutes straight was like a lot? I can't believe I used to stream for hours. I don't even know how that was possible. My hair just fell out of my head. Okay, so we're gonna start off with your tarot card reading. As I get hair off my table, I'm shedding like a dog. Okay, let's shuffle for new energy. Okay, horrible shuffle. We're gonna do it again, you know. Horrible. Okay. Okay, horrible again. Can I not? Wait, what? I was doing fine. Pile 1, I was like smoothly. Okay, maybe pile 2, you guys are a bit messy. I don't know. Something's happening. Something's happening. Can I shuffle the cards properly? I tried my best. Now we're just gonna do these. But yeah, how's life? Let me know. You living it up or not? Why do we have to ask that question? Okay, so Ace of wait, no, Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Okay, Five of Pentacle reverse, Eight of Pentacle reverse. Oh, you got a lot of reversals. Okay, let's get maybe one more card. My nose is itchy. I don't have to say that. I feel like I'm saying a lot of things I don't have to say. Like, we don't need to talk ever. Okay. Okay, another reverse. Okay. Oh my god, my nose. Okay. Welcome. Okay, so. Yeah, okay. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, you're a messy reading. Okay, so I can feel. So, Page of Swords upright. So, in the beginning of the month, you're starting off with a really positive card. Actually, the Page of Swords is somebody who loves learning, is excited to learn, has an open mind, very like excited to be a student. It's interesting because September is like beginning of the school year, at least where I'm from. So maybe if some of you guys are going back to school, it's time to really get back into the routine of things. And if you're not in school and you're just working, then it could just mean like you're learning a new skill. Maybe you're developing a new role, whatever that is. There's something you're learning, maybe even in your personal hobbies or something like that. So you're learning something, and I feel like Page of Swords is someone who is super open minded and willing to absorb everything like a sponge. And that's something that I see you doing is you're ready to just be like a novice. You're ready to be like, tell me it all. And you're excited, which is amazing for the beginning of the year. You also have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So you are going to be healing from something that might have been physically holding you back, whether it was a financial loss, physical issues, whatever that is. Like I see more as a physical loss. You're recovering from it, you're healing from it, you're able to find, like you can see this image, they're kind of like finding their way. You're able to kind of find your way near the beginning of the month and kind of really, I think you're adapting, and I love that. Like you're adapting to the change, you're able to see the glass half full instead of half empty. And you're kind of carving your own way this month. Like you're not letting other people like telling you what to do kind of stop you. Like you're like, no, I'm gonna just be positive and I'm gonna do good. I'm gonna do good things. I think you have a really big spark. In the middle of the month, you have the Eight of Pentacles, but you have it in reverse. So let me just, you know, Google is my best friend when it comes to these kind of things. So Eight of Pentacles in reverse is self-development, perfectionism, and possibly misdirected activity. So I get the sense that kind of okay, let me just look. Okay, no, I'm not getting misdirected activity for you guys. Your pile is pretty strong right now. I'm getting more self-development vibes for you. So if you are in school or at work or even just a hobby, you're developing your skills, and I think you're working hard. Like Eight of Pentacles, it's kind of about like perseverance and kind of like working hard, being patient before you enjoy the fruits of your labor. But in this image, in this deck particularly, I always read it as she doesn't know exactly what she's doing. She's still kind of like testing out the, like, you know, when people make potions as a kid, right? Mixing like random things together. She's kind of just testing out the waters, but she's confident in her ability to do that. She's kind of like, you know, I don't know everything. I'm still learning, but I'm really excited to try it out. I'm really excited to work hard, try what works, what doesn't work, learn through my mistakes. I'm excited for this journey that I'm on. So I think that's what you're feeling. There is a hint of, for some of you guys, maybe some perfectionism sometimes with the Eight of Pentacles reverse. It could just be like you're so focused on the details that you don't see the bigger picture. So if that is you, kind of take a step back, maybe take a breather. If something is like you keep looking at it, especially if you're like writing an essay or you're doing like any sort of art project, you keep looking and it just kind of, the more you look at it, the weirder it gets, right? So sometimes you just need to take like a few minutes away, look somewhere else, do something else, and then when you come back to it with a fresher mind, fresher set of eyes, then things kind of like, okay, no, it's actually really good. So you don't want to overdo things. So being perfectionism is just kind of a warning for some of you guys. Like, look at the big picture, not the fine details. And near the end of the month, you have the Hierophant, but you have it in reverse. So Hierophant always talks about breaking the mold and like doing things in a non-traditional way. So I think for you near the end of the month, I think in the beginning of the month, you were kind of like more traditional, like following like the routine and how things are taught and everything like that. But then near the end of the month, I think you have enough knowledge for now. Like you have enough knowledge to kind of like do things yourself, maybe learn in a different way if you're learning something new, or just like whatever that is for you to help you grow and expand your mind. I think it's important to not have to follow a certain set of rules. So if you're like, okay, everyone's like, okay, the way you learn if you're a student in school is like, okay, when you go home, you do X amount of hours of work, you have to read the book, you have to write notes. Maybe some people they don't learn good like that, and some people have to learn with other people. So people go to study group. That's a way you can learn, is like bouncing ideas off of each other. Some people learn through doing. So instead of just reading something, you have to apply it. So yeah, everyone learns differently, and I think it's okay for you to do something in your way, whatever that is for you. Not all of us are visual learners. Some of us are auditory learners, more hands-on. Whatever that is for you, do things in a different way and see what works for you. It's okay to kind of break the mold as long as it works for you. And at the end of the month, you do have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So, once again, Google is my best friend. Okay. So, reverse Wheel of Fortune talks about bad luck, resistance to change, and breaking cycles. Okay, okay. I think for the bad luck, I mean, it could be like sometimes the Wheel of Fortune can talk about like bad karma coming your way if you've done something bad, but like, I don't want to say that's for everybody. It could be like some people, like maybe you get bad luck, you never know. But for most of you guys, I do feel like I'm really sensing it's more of the breaking the cycles. There's something that is, sorry, I'm looking at the image. I've actually never really looked at this card close up. So let's look at it together. So this one is like the witch is spinning a wheel, and it's like house, love, like whatever symbols they are. It's kind of being like whatever it lands on is what's gonna happen. So pretend it's like, because we got it in reverse, it's like it lands in the house. Maybe your house has a flood. Oh my God forbid it happens. But you never know what's gonna happen. I think the thing with the Wheel of Fortune is you never know what's gonna happen. It has like an unpredictability. And I get it more of a sense as if something, because you did get in reverse, if something does badly happen to you guys, not badly, like something bad happens to you, whether it's like a big scale or a small scale, it's important to know that it's normal. Like life comes in seasons. Like your month so far has been pretty good. So I think maybe the end of the month could be a little bit of like a plot twist moment. But don't be worried. I think mainly this card is more talking about like no matter what happens, you never know. Life is unpredictable, but it is about breaking the cycles. If there is something that you are doing that isn't fulfilling you in a proper way, or something that maybe sometimes we get in toxic cycles, whether it's in relationship or work or school or whatever that is, and it's hard to, or even like I want to say sleeping patterns, which is something I'm telling myself is like, how can we fix that? Like, are we just gonna keep doom scrolling and like work, like sleeping 3 hours a day and then going to work? Like, is that what we're doing? That's sometimes what I'm doing. And to be honest, right now I'm probably like not sleeping too much today. But yeah, making sure to break those cycles that are holding us back. Maybe analyzing our routine. Are we overworking ourselves? Also, it is resistance to change, then maybe being open to knowing that we don't have to keep doing things the same way. We can be open to having different way of doing. But yeah, a lot of messages for you guys. Pile number 2. We're gonna dive right into our oracle cards right now and jump into love card. So whether you're single or in a relationship, let's try to apply this card to everybody. Yes. Okay, so you got 2 love cards. The first, no, you got 3. Okay, I don't know why I kept pulling. I didn't see that one. Okay, I guess it's meant to be. I didn't see 3 cards come out. Okay, so take a leap of faith. Only when you're willing to step out of your comfort zone will you reap great rewards. So if it is in a relationship, if you're in a relationship right now, you guys, I think together have to be able to take the next step, and it's okay to be scared. And I think it's like kind of like the Wheel of Fortune says, like you don't know what's going to happen, whether it's good thing or bad thing going to happen. It's about taking the risk and knowing that if this is like a true testament to your relationship, then you'll get through it, right? But we got to kind of take a step in order to grow, in order to develop and level up. So yes, if you are single or you're not looking for love, this could just talk about just in general, like yourself, taking a leap of faith for yourself, maybe doing something differently, breaking that cycle that maybe you were in. Yeah. You also have another love card, which is open yourself to love. It is safe for you to let your heart be seen. Don't be scared. So there is a lot of, so far your cards for love have been a lot of like resistance. It could be the resistance to change, but okay, if you're in a relationship, maybe like you're not showing your true self with your partner. Not saying you're being fake, but sometimes it's like you're worried, like, oh, what if he sees me without makeup or something. And I think at the end of the day, like true love knows no bounds. So like, you might as well reveal this now because later on, like just be like a little bit more confident in your ability and in who you are. If you are single and you are looking for love, then this one's just talking about like it's kind of like take a leap of faith, open yourself to love. Like you never know who you're gonna meet. Like don't think that no one's gonna love you. Always be open to maybe they will love you more than you think. Like you never know. So be an open book. And your last card for love is leave your fears behind. They are stopping this relationship from blossoming. So all 3 love cards is talking about like you not being confident to do so. So if you are in a relationship, once again, maybe progressing this relationship means you have to kind of like let your guard down a little bit, open yourself up, be a little bit vulnerable. It is hard for some people, especially if you've had a really toxic relationship in the past. But not, I want to say with those things, it's like not everyone is going to be like that. So don't let your old relationships dictate your new relationships. If you're single, then this is also about not being willing to step out of your comfort zone in order to find the love and being scared of rejection. Once again, rejection is part of life. And you know what? If someone rejects you, that's great because you know that you're not wasting your time. So yeah, okay. Yeah, amazing. Let's do your self-care card. So your self-care for the month of September is number 48. Spend time with animals. Oh, so if you have a pet, spend time with your animal, dog, cat, hamster, fish, reptiles, birds. Am I missing something? Amphibians, whatever. Spend time with your pet. If you don't have a pet, this could just mean like connect to animals, like whether it's in nature, maybe looking at animal videos online makes you laugh. Animals are very nice because I feel like they don't judge you as much as humans do. And maybe, especially all those love cards you got, like some of you guys might feel like you're judged and you're not kind of ready for that. And that's fine. It does take time for you to build like a thicker skin and kind of jump into the world. But animals usually don't do judgment. Like they usually love or hate you immediately. So I think, yeah, spending time with animals might calm you down. It might make you feel supported and loved in a way that humans can't. So yes, I do love like my hamster. Okay, so wow, your cards fell out fast. So you have two journey cards. Your first one is discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. So this kind of reminds me of the Eight of Pentacles, like being very disciplined, hardworking, kind of pushing through. Um, just doing the grind basically. Obviously, don't hurt yourself in the process, but like you do kind of have to like be disciplined in order to see results. So whether it's like following that meal plan, waking up for work every day, or um it could be like anything for you. So like having a little bit of a structure in your life is going to be good for this month, especially if you have any goals and milestones you want to accomplish. It's good to have that strength within yourself to kind of push through. You also have empathy card. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So understanding people's perspectives, not everyone's going to go through what you go through, vice versa. And I think having empathy is going to be really important to, if you are in a situation where maybe you're not agreeing with somebody's perspective, and that's fine. Like there's really not always like a right or wrong answer in life. Understanding like maybe that's because they're coming from a different place, and not only like you understanding other people, but like knowing that you deserve empathy for yourself. So if you're going through something and people are just like, yeah, just suck it up, like everyone goes through that, and like people do go through things, but I think it's important to understand that no one's path is linear, and to understand that you also deserve. Oh my god, sorry, I thought someone just floored though. Okay, you deserve empathy for yourself. So if you feel like you need empathy, then going to people that will empathize with you versus just telling you like suck it up and just deal with it. Um, I think that's important. I think it's important to be sensitive and know that not everyone has the same threshold in life, but you can still be disciplined without being like, I don't know, it's hard. It's kind of like having the balance, because these two energies are very opposite. Like discipline and empathy are like completely opposite to me. So it's like, let's go for the grind, but it's also kind of like, can I have a time for myself? Finding that balance, I think, is going to be really important for you this month. So you don't burn out, right? But you also make sure you accomplish some of your milestones. Okay, we're going to get you a Sacred Garden card. Okay. Let's do. That was a lot of cards. Okay, one card, please. It kind of just flopped out, which is interesting. Yeah, definitely don't be burned out. I think is like you didn't get any cards about burnout, but you never know. Could happen later on. Just be more careful. You have self-care, tend to your garden. So yes, another card about like, well, not another card, but the empathy and self-care kind of go hand in hand. So making sure that you're taken care of, so then if you're healthy, you're happy, then you're going to do a really good job, right? Versus like you're sad, you're stressed, you feel like you haven't rested in a while, then your quality of work goes down. So yes, self-care is going to be important for you for this month. To not forget, we're going to also do your astral house. So wow, that was fast. Wow, you got two. Okay, interesting. Wow, two. That's never happened before. Okay, so your first card is wealth. So you might be focused on making the money, career, side hustle, even school can be wealth, because at the end of the day, you finish school, you get a job, right? Hopefully, in this economy. But yeah, money, wealth, and sometimes wealth, you can also see it as growing your sense of worth. Is like, to me, like feeling rich. Like you don't have to always be rich to feel rich. Um, yeah, I don't know. I just got that. But yeah, feeling wealthy. And you also have the love card, which is so beautiful. So yes, focusing on whether it's self-love or relationship love. I do see this more as like stepping outside of your comfort zone for love. So maybe if you are single, this is, what is it called? Cuddling season or cupping season? What is it called when it's like weather's gonna get cold and everyone huddles or cuddles? I don't know, but yeah. Yeah, love for you guys. Lots of love coming your way. If you want it, you can get it. We're gonna do your tea leaf card. Okay. Whoa, what the heck is that? Oh, sorry. That scared me. Okay, your first card. I've never seen this card in my life. A fair man. This could be you. If you are a fair man. Dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. Okay, so probably a white guy. For some of you, sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. I mean, he could be a silver fox with the gray hair, but dealings could also mean like, if it's not, of course, it could be like in a relationship. Maybe you're dating or seeing a fair man. But I think dealings could also mean friendships. It could mean coworkers. It could mean just acquaintances, whatever. Someone is gonna come into your life if you don't know them already, or if you do, then this kind of person, and they're gonna kind of it didn't say anything about if it's good or bad. So you know what? I will read this one because I've never pulled this card. It kind of was low-key a jump scare to me. I'm like, wow, his face is close. But yeah, we're gonna read this and see if we can get any messages. Because he's kind of ominous. Like, where's this going? Okay, let's read this together. Is he good or bad? Dealings or relationship with a man with gray, blonde, or white hair. A fair man with a fair complexion is shown. His face is inscrutable. You will have dealings or a relationship with a man with a fair complexion and blonde, gray, or white hair. However, the symbol does not indicate. Sorry, next page. Does not indicate whether the man is a friend or a foe, or whether the relationship will be romantic, business, or social nature. Check connecting cards to see what they reveal. Oh my god, that's exactly what I thought. I'm like, is this bad or good? And they don't tell us. So that's kind of a mystery. I'm going to link this back to the Wheel of Fortune because I said it before, but I said you never know what's going to happen or what you're going to land on. It's kind of like board game, like what's the next dice roll? Unpredictability. So this person could be the love of your life. He could be the worst person you've ever met. So my advice for you is to be open. Just because you got a lot of cards about being open and taking the next step, even if you don't know exactly where that step leads to. Get to know, obviously follow your intuition if something seems off. But I think being a little bit like open is better than being closed off. So very interesting though. I've never gotten this card. Your other card is the Jug. Lighthearted, carefree time. Okay, so this kind of makes me feel like it's okay. Like the person is like, at least for now, you never know, people change, the intentions change. It seems fine. It seems like, okay, let's just get to know. So yeah, right now, don't take life too seriously. You do have a lot of cards about devotion and like kind of like grind mindset and like really working hard. But like at the end of the day, don't take life too seriously. At the end of the day, we all die. So let's just live our lives. Of course, plan for the future as best we can. Get that retirement money, but just remember to live in the moment too. Okay, so you have angel number 185. So let's read your angel number. But yeah, that was a loophole, right? Not loophole. Curveball. Okay, positive change. I love that. Okay, so positive change. You create your world. The challenge now is to take what has happened to you and create something positive. You are creating your reality by demonstrating to the universe how you react to the changes that inevitably occur. Can't say that word. Repeat this mantra, I activate positive change. So yeah, it's basically saying that you are the one. You enact the change that you want to see. So once again, with the discipline card, if you want something to change, if you want to see results and see the fruits of your labor, you're going to have to do it, and you're going to have to be committed, and you're going to have to push through. Obviously, try not to burn out if possible, but it is important to know that you are the maker of your life. You are the creator of your life. Even if you believe in God, you manifest what happens next. So I think it's important to know. So yeah, okay, we're gonna do the yes or no portion of your reading right now. So please feel free to pause the video if you have to think of a question. But after you do that, think of a yes or no. You have 3 piles in front of you, pile number 1, number 2, and number 3. So whichever pile resonates with you, this will be your answer. So we're gonna jump right in. So pile number 1, if you chose this, your answer is you need to get more information. So it doesn't seem like a yes or no right now. It seems kind of like ambiguous. So whatever you're asking about, it could be a yes, it could be a no, but right now you need to get information before you can move on. Maybe do some research, get your eggs in a row before you make the decisions. Number 2 is communicate clearly. So this seems more of it could be. I feel like it's more of a yes, seems positive. The only thing is that I think it will be more of a yes if you communicate your ideas, whether it's through email, if you're work related, through your words, your thoughts, your feelings. Communication is key right now to manifestation. And your third card, if you pick yes or no, is no need to worry. So this doesn't really say yes or no. I mean, if it's a positive, whatever you want that's more positive, probably a yes, I guess, then. But I see this as things, it's kind of like the Wheel of Fortune. I know I mentioned it 20 times this reading, but it's really standing out to me. Whatever happens is meant to be, and it's going to be for your best regard. So don't worry, things are going to work out. Obviously, do what you can, but at the end of the day, you can't control everything in life, you know. So yes, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you do like it. Share the video. All the decks I used are linked below in the description box, and I do private readings at the time of making this video, so feel free to join my Discord, book a reading, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a wonderful September. I'll see you next month, and yeah, see you. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose this insomnia bracelet, then this is your reading for your month of, I almost said April. What is happening? Okay, September. Maybe April is like a thing for you. Is something happening in April for y'all? Anything special? Okay, guys. So yes, always the last pile. We gotta pull it through. Steam is losing slowly, but I feel like pile 3, you never know, could be the best pile ever. Always have that faith going for you. So yes, I hope you guys have been having a wonderful year. Can't believe the year is almost over. I'm dying. Like, did you guys think that this year was gonna be that wild? I think about that too. Okay, so okay, let's get one more card. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so pile number 3. Okay, so your first card is for the month is the, sorry, I'm gonna hold it upright. 8 of Pentacles, but you got it in reverse. So this one can talk about in the beginning of the month, maybe I don't know why, I'm just gonna say, I feel like 8 of Pentacles sometimes, it means many different things. I actually just looked it up. But I don't know why for your pile, I feel like there is a little bit of like misdirected energy in terms of maybe you're working hard at something. You're like 8 of Pentacles, but like diligent working, being consistent, kind of doing the grunt work. But for some reason, I'm getting the sense that there is something you could do, not necessarily better, but differently. Like, kind of like what I'm getting is like work smarter, not harder. Like, you're probably working really hard right now, and that's great. But I think working in a more efficient manner might help, if that makes any sense. Like, maybe whatever you're doing, whether it's a personal goal or financial goal, relationship goal, there's something you're doing where it's like, okay, you're doing great, you're, applause, amazing, but maybe let's like kind of reevaluate like what we can do differently. Are we really putting all our energy in the best way possible, being more productive with our time and efforts? And um and with the Eight of Pentacles, I always get the sense of like, if you make a mistake, that's fine. Because even in this imagery, like she's confident in what she's doing, and she's, she doesn't. I don't think she knows exactly what potion she's making. Okay, I think she's just grabbing bottles, mixing it up. I really don't feel like she knows every bottle and what every bottle does. But because you did get this card in reverse, like being okay with making mistakes is going to be important. But also like fixing the mistake is going to be important. So yeah, you're beginning of the month so far. That's what I'm getting. You also have the Five of Cups in reverse. So yeah, no one's going to that birthday party, isn't it? Sorry, I'm just looking at the photo. She's like, no one came to my party. I'm like, girl, eat that fucking cake yourself. That's what I would have done. I'd be like, good, I don't have to share. Anyways, okay, so reverse. Personal setbacks, self-forgiveness, and moving on. Okay, so yeah. Okay. So you did get a little bit of disappointment near the beginning of the month. Maybe no one went to your birthday. I mean, I don't think that's ever happened to me, but it totally could have happened to me. Like I'm not popular, so. But I love the photo though. I just love it. I'm sorry. Like, it's so good. She's like, oh my god, no one came. All her like party cups are like spilled, and then there's like all this food on the table, and the cat's like, yo, that pineapple. No, what is that? This is pineapple. That's like a freaking lobster. Okay, that lobster looking good. And I feel like that's what we need to see. Like, we need to know that that lobster is looking good, that bread looking good, that wine looking good. Like, we need to focus on the positive. I think we need to not focus that no one came to our birthday party. Um, and yeah, this card talks about, like, once again, personal setbacks, self-forgiveness, moving on. It's okay to, like, things didn't work out exactly the way you planned. Um, Maybe you were working hard and then you're like, where's the result? Like, hello? And things just didn't work out. And that's totally fine. I always, once again, believe that everything does happen for a reason. So if you didn't get something or something didn't work out in your favor, that's kind of a blessing, whether it's a learning experience or something else better is coming your way. And to really focus on the, like, don't always be like the grass is greener. It's not. It really isn't. Maybe this was protection for yourself, something not working out. But in this photo, specifically in this photo of the deck, look at all that amazingness, and there's a cat that's gonna share it with you. Like, I just feel like there's so much positive things, but all she can look at is how her friends didn't come, and the tea or the wine has spilled, and she's just like not focusing on the beautiful day, the beautiful weather, the beautiful cat, the beautiful food. There's so much positivity, and I think that's just something that you need to kind of acknowledge during your beginning of your month, is like, maybe I have a lot that I'm not appreciating right now. Okay, so yeah, counting your blessings too, I'm getting that. So you also have another reverse card, which is the Nine of Pentacles. Reverse is self-worth. I think similar vibes. Self-worth over investment in work and hustling. So okay, so I'm getting the sense that hopefully by mid-month, you're gonna be a little bit more confident in the situation you're in, whether it's in like confidence in yourself or confidence in whatever happened. It did say over investment in work, but I feel like for you, it's more about, because in the beginning of the month, I feel like you're working hard, and then mid-month, I think you're still working hard, but I think it's good that you're working hard, because now I think after you went through those things, that mid-month you're kind of like learning from it, right? You're like, okay, that didn't work out. What can we do differently? I already did that whole thing. And now we're hustling. But we're hustling in a positive way. We're hustling in a way that's not detrimental to our health or our emotional well-being. We're hustling in a way that's like productive and beneficial for our growth. And sustainable. Sorry, I was trying to find a word. Sustainability. So based off the image right now, she's kind of like chilling, like she's reading her book. She's underneath her fruit tree. She has her wine. Her wine is back, except this time is not spilled. And she's just like, you know what, girl? I'm gonna just take some time, even if it's just to work on myself or just take time out. But I'm still working hard. Like, I am gonna enjoy the grind and I'm gonna enjoy the time off I have. Like, finding that balance, I think, is gonna be important for you. But also knowing that we do need to work hard in order to enjoy the fruits of our labor. Because you did get in reverse, I feel like you're not exactly enjoying it yet. You're in the process of obtaining the fruits of your labor. But yeah, hustling in a productive and sustainable way is gonna be. Sorry, my roommate's like, he's screaming. He's like trying to whisper and scream, so it's like snake sounds. He's like, it's the whole fucking time. Anyways, I'm so distracted. I swear I have ADHD. Like, the slightest like noise, I'm like squirrel mode. But anyways, yeah. So you're gonna be I think you're gonna have like a redemption arc mid month. Okay, and then near the end of the month, you have the Page of Wands. So I think the difference with the Page of Wands and the other pages is that this one is more like, I feel like he's more carefree, but he's also still level-headed. He's not completely like out of it. But yeah, the Page of Wands, based off the imagery, he's gonna start his adventure. So maybe either something didn't work out or you kind of have a different what's it called, open mindset. You're kind of like an open book, because page is always like kind of the beginning of something. So not saying you're starting something from the beginning again, but you're kind of having that mindset where it's like, I'm gonna be open to learning. I'm open to experiences. I'm gonna have like kind of a more innocent mindset, more like what is it called? Oh my god, my brain. It's like when not like rose colored glasses, but you're kind of like, oh crap, I don't know. My brain is so bad, but basically everything is new and shiny for you. So I think for the Page of Wands right now, as based off the imagery, like he's ready to go on his adventure. He's like, you know what, I'm gonna pick myself back up. I'm gonna get my bearings, and he has his little wand here. He's holding his wand, and you know, wands are always talking about like your creativity, your passions in life, what really ignites your soul, and it really makes you excited to wake up in the morning. I think he's finally gonna be like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna start to do things that are a little bit more like fulfilling for me, and I'm excited. I'm excited to just kind of like venture again, whether it's like starting again or just like learning something new. I think you're kind of ready to have that like sponge mode activated. You're gonna absorb everything you can. And then with the King of Wands, I do get this as two different messages. So for some of you guys, the King of Wands could represent, just because we just saw the page, and the page and the kings are like so opposite. Like the king is super experienced. He's somebody who's been through it. He's someone who is able to teach because he's been through the mill. He has a lot of wisdom. So for some of you guys, someone in your life is going to act as the King of Wands, who's a teacher, who's a leader, who's going to guide you through this, who's supporting you, who's mentoring you. Like he's all those things, especially if it's the Wands. I think he's going to help you ignite your passion again, whatever it is, whether it's in your relationship, career, or schooling. There's going to be something ignited within your soul. And he's going to really be a support system for you. But I think this could also represent, if it's not like a physical person in your life, you yourself feeling like you feel like you're the King of Wands by the end of the month. I know like jumping from the page to the king is kind of like extreme. But sometimes you don't need to be like 10 years of experience to feel like that. Sometimes you just need to feel like even though you're the Page of Wands, you can feel like you're the King of Wands. You can still feel like, yeah, I got this. And that's great. I feel like a boost of confidence in your abilities and skills is going to be something that you definitely, not you need, but it'd be something that really pushes you forward. And this could also be you feeling like you're confident now in your skills, you're confident in what you've worked towards, and you're able to be that leadership. You're able to inspire others, you're able to take ownership of whatever you decisions you make. So yeah. Yes, okay, rooting for you, pile number 3. Let's jump into our love card. Any messages about love? But yeah, I do feel like you're reading. I mean, it could have love, but I'm getting more sense that this month for you is more like either career or schooling, side hustles, passion projects. I'm getting more of that. It could have been love reading, for some of you guys, but I'm not getting a strong love vibe from your card. I mean, your deck. I mean, your pile. But yeah, you can apply it to anything in your life. Okay, so for your first love card, you got overthinking. Playing negative scenarios in your head is creating issues which weren't there at first. So if you are in a relationship, maybe it's just warning you against, once again, overthinking. Thinking of what if is always super toxic. Like, what if this happens and this happens and this happens and then we all die? Yeah, so that's not productive. It's not productive use of your time. It's not productive for your soul, your mindset. And, all of this is much easier said than done. I'm pretty sure a lot of us do have anxiety or anxiety symptoms. So to say just to stop overthinking is not really a thing. As someone who does overthink every single thing as well, I think what's really helped me is just to like, and I don't know if this is helpful. Like I do like sometimes do therapy, so I do like vent a lot. If I don't do therapy, I do vent to either myself or others in my life. I know some people like to journal just to get their thoughts out. But I think for me, it helps to just get it out there. And another thing I do is also to distract myself because sometimes I notice if I'm like having a day off or something, even if I have so many things to do, I can get in my feels and I can get into that mindset of let's think about everything wrong with her life. And it's okay. Sometimes you need to think deep and dive deep and think about like everything that not everything, but like things that are like things you can do improve in your life or things you want to deal with. But to not always, if you have too much free time, based off my experience, it's worse. Like you just become paralyzed with fear. So I think that's my advice is like get it out, talk to trusted people. If you don't have people you can talk to, you don't trust people, journal, talk to yourself, talk to therapists, and then, distract yourself, keep busy. And sometimes like the situation heals itself when you're busy because you might address it. You might just accident things change, things change, you grow in yourself. Yeah. But yeah, in the situation of a love reading, I'm getting more of like, sorry, I think I really went on a tangent. I'm like, wait, how does this relate to love? If it is love reading related, don't let this ruin your relationship because sometimes if you're thinking your partner's cheating on you, you're like, oh my god, that meme was like he's out at night. What is he doing? And he's just like with the boys, like if nothing's happening, like don't think too much. Especially if you're in a relationship, it's good to trust your partner. If you're single, don't overthink too much about the dating process. If you're looking for love, don't think about, oh my god, what if they're like so disappointed? What if the date is awkward? What if this? And I'm gonna say this, it could be all of them. It could be you guys don't match. It's awkward as heck. You want to leave. It could be, and I'm not gonna say it's not. But the thing is, if you don't try, how are you gonna know, right? So sometimes it's best just to do it. Just do it. Yeah. You also have gratitude. You need to be grateful for the love already present in your life to attract more of it. So, um, yeah, like kind of similar with the Five of Cups reversed. Like, look how much you have. Like, you have that table of goodies. We need to appreciate and really understand that we are going to be thankful for what we have. And once you become like appreciative and you have gratitude, then more things are going to like flourish in your life. So, in terms of if you are in a relationship, then this talks more about maybe you and your partner, some days are bad, people have flaws, no one's perfect. Maybe focus more on like what we do have as a partnership and how we can focus on that, but we can also improve anything in our life that needs improving, that's fine. But it's also like, let's not be so negative. Like, let's not always be like, this is everything wrong with you. Let's focus on, there's things wrong with you, there's things wrong with me. Let's appreciate what we have, what we're good at, but we can also work on the flaws, But, no one's perfect. So that's a thing. If you are single and you're looking for a relationship, then this could just mean that appreciating singlehood is also a thing I see. Like, sometimes it's like, I hate being single. Like, single life sucks. It's like, honestly, sometimes being single is pretty good. You get to do whatever you want. You're not accountable for no relationship. So you're never like in a bad place. Like, you're just kind of like, I'm doing my thing. And sometimes that's the best thing because you have freedom, is the positive side, I think, of being single. Is you have options. The world is your oyster. So yeah, being like positive mindset, I think, is going to help you in love. And you never know. Once you're positive, good things do come your way. Right? People love people that's like radiating positive energy. Like, no one wants to be. I mean, I'm kind of that negative person at work, though. But, sometimes, not saying you're toxic positivity, but yeah, like, at the end of the day, positive people, like people that can laugh and, just not take life so seriously, those are the people that usually people gravitate towards. At least that's my experience. But yes, okay, we're gonna do some self-care for you, pal number 3. Anything to focus on for the month of September. Okay. Oh, what was that? Something wanted to pop out, but nothing did. Okay. We got it, boys and girls. Number 32, make a meal. Okay, so for some of you guys, this could talk about just like, because you are going to be like working. I think this month you're going to be like kind of grinding. So making sure you have time to either meal prep or cook your own meals. I know life gets busy. It's hard to like cook every day. It's okay to eat out, I think, depending on the situation. But cooking your own meal does so much for you. Not only, of course, like I sound like, I don't know, everyone says this, but it's true. You control what goes in your food. You get to like adjust the taste to your liking. If you want to eat healthier, you can swap out ingredients. So maybe instead of doing like full fat mayo, you can do half fat mayo or like Greek yogurt or whatever that is. Like, you can just adjust and substitute ingredients. If you have dietary restrictions, if you cook at home, you can control all that. So making your own meal is like advice, not only for your physical health, but I think sometimes the act of preparing a meal. And I know not everyone likes to cook. And that's fine, but cooking doesn't have to be a chore. Like, there's a lot of like advantages in the modern day, where things are kind of like, it's much faster to cook a meal. Sometimes we have that ready-made rice at home. And, sometimes people need to eat that. Like, I don't judge. Like, if you need to microwave your rice in a pouch, I don't think I do that stuff. If I really was busy, I might. But, like, sometimes you're just going to microwave rice in a pouch. And that's all you can do. And that's what you can do. And that's what you like to do. And you can do it. Like, no judgment here. Even though I just judged you by saying I would never do that. I mean, I've done it. I've had that Uncle Ben's rice. I think it's okay. I just prefer to make my own rice. I just like plain rice. So, yeah. But yeah, making your own meal can be like therapeutic sometimes, and it kind of can become like a ritual. Sometimes when I like meal prep, I never look forward to meal prepping, but when I'm in it, sometimes I put on a podcast, I put on a show, I put on a video, let it run for an hour, and next thing you know, I did my meal prep. I watched a really funny vlog or whatever, and I'm just like, wow, that wasn't that hard. So yes, make a meal, even if it's simple. We can't be eating out every day. Okay, guys? Okay. Yeah, sorry. Today I'm definitely in a rambly mood. So, yeah. Oh, happiness. I love happiness. I love happiness. So, I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. So, I do feel like your month does start a little bit rough. But as your month progresses, you're like leveling up. And especially near the end of the month, I think you're going to definitely find, you might have to make some changes, but you are going to find fulfillment or like starts of fulfillment in your life where you're like, maybe what I was focusing so much of my energy on before was like not where I want to put my energy. Not gonna say you wasted it. It's not wasted energy, but now you're like, okay, I want to do something different or put my energy elsewhere or adjust the way I'm doing things. And I do get that energy at the end of the month. You are gonna be like much more happy because you're able to find something that really does fulfill you spiritually, emotionally, and maybe even mentally. So yeah, nice. Love it. Okay. I'm kind of hungry, so I think I rambled so hard about that meal card because I'm hungry. I'm like thinking of food. Okay, I just ate 2 hours ago. What's happening? Okay, so your Sacred Garden card. Sorry, it's called Secret Garden. Why I saying Sacred Garden this whole time? Secret Garden card, patience, wait for the fruit to ripen. So, yes, I really strongly believe this, especially with the Nine of Pentacles you pulled here. Like, right, you did get it in reverse, so it's not the same visual, but letting your fruit ripen before you eat it. So, letting, like, even though you're like working for the fruits of your labor, you're like, that mango looking juicy though, right? That mango looking good, but you're like, but it will taste amazing once it's nice and juicy and ready to be picked. So making sure that you are patient during this time is going to be important. I think it's important for you to be consistent this month. Once again, let's try not to burn out. Let's see what we can do effectively and productively and more sustainably. But being patient is going to pay off while working hard. I think you are going to finally enjoy some of your fruits of your labor by the end of the month, which is why I get that King of Wands energy. You're finally like in a position of like feeling powerful, feeling like, yes, this is what I did. So just don't give up too early, I would say. It's going to pay off. Okay, and your focus of the month is wealth, and once again, if this could mean financial wealth or physical health. I see wealth as many things. Career, school, whatever is happening, physical money. If not, it could also represent just feeling rich, feeling wealthy, feeling fulfilled, even just feeling like what you did was worth it at the end of the day. For me, I think I didn't realize this until like last month because I did like this whole thing. There was like this thing you can do where it's like, what do you like in your work life? Like, what is your priorities? So I realized that one of my main priorities was to feel like I made a difference, or to feel like no matter what the pay was or no matter what the job was, to feel like I contributed to something today, to feel like I made an impact. I forgot what the word was, but I think sometimes no matter like how small or little the job is, sometimes just like a small gesture is like something I like to. That's why I do tarot, because I love, even if like two people watch, like if I feel like two people watch and they still feel like I helped them in some way, or they feel like I made them laugh or whatever that is, like it made them feel something positive, then I feel like I really accomplished something. So this is something that I want to just say, like wealth comes in different ways, whether it's feeling it or physically being wealthy. Don't discount the feeling of feeling rich. Okay. Okay, so we're just pulling some tea leaf cards. Okay, someone's peeping out. Okay, you got 3. Let's pull it all. Let's pull it all, guys. So your first card is Harmony. Wait, what? Not Harmony. I literally can't read. Okay. Handshake. Okay, a meeting with a stranger could be important. Oh, okay, so someone's kind of pulling you out of your rut. You might be in a little bit in the beginning of the month, like feeling a little stuck, a little bit like, why am I doing all this when there's nothing to prove? I will say, when I said harmony, sometimes I feel like saying the wrong word or something represents something. I kind of believe in that. So maybe you're looking for harmony in your life. You're looking for that work-life balance. You're looking for results. But yeah, there's something that I think I mean, it says stranger here. I feel like in this day and age, we don't meet a lot of strangers because we're also like individualized and like closed off. But I also will read it for you guys as like somebody in your life is going to be helping you this month. And it could be that King of Wands energy, someone like mentoring you, guiding you. But someone could just like, a small gesture could change the day for you. So like someone compliment you, or someone helping you a little bit, or asking you, "Oh, are you okay? Like how's everything?" Like small things like that could make the biggest difference. So I think to being open this month is going to be important for you, like trying to be as positive as you can without being toxic positivity. But you never know who you're going to stumble across, so be open to that. Yeah, open to the helping hand. Okay. You also have the door, which is opportunities are waiting for you. So there is a lot of opportunity for you. Right now, I feel like you're kind of like in the middle of it, where you're kind of working hard, but you're still like, once again, waiting for the result. I think there is going to be near the end of the month something that's going to either catch your eye, or you're going to get offered something where you're kind of like, oh, like I didn't even know this is possible for me. And to not to have that like open mind, so you can take the opportunity if it comes. Um and I feel like that door, sometimes opportunities are good, but you never know like what's behind the door. So I don't know why, but with this image particularly, I feel like you don't know what's behind that door. It could be kind of a snake. You never know, but it could be the best thing ever. So I think just at this point you need to just, if there is a chance, take it. Okay? Take it if it feels right. Once again, if it feels wrong, maybe don't, but there's something I think there for you, and you might not even know it yet. You also have the rat card, someone working against you behind your back. So maybe that's why I feel like that door was a little ominous. Like you don't know if it's like a good opportunity or not. But I think with the rat card, it kind of does say like be careful. Don't be scared though, but there could be someone in your life where the intention is not exactly in your best regard. So just be careful with that. If it is about work or school or just any circle of people, careful with the gossip. Be very careful with like who you tell things to, because I know gossip travels like wildfire. It just spreads like crazy. So just be careful with that. Be careful who you let into your circle. Um Not saying I know it's like the handshake. You just said someone's gonna come and help me, and then this rat comes out, right? At the end of the day, you can't prepare for everything. I think you just got to use your own judgment and just be like, if something feels wrong, or even a hint of possibility of going wrong, I would say like, especially with people, be careful. Um, but if someone kind of shows that they are trustworthy, you feel like you guys have that vibe going on, then yeah, go for it. But just be a little careful. Um, Play your cards smartly. No, wait, what? Play your cards wisely. Okay. Play your cards wisely. Okay. Yeah, English is not for me today. Okay, so we're gonna get your angel number. So number 559. So this is your angel number. Let's see what is coming up for you. Smartly, by the way. And I will say, like, sometimes it's really hard to differentiate if someone's there for you or not. I don't know. I really don't have the best advice, because I've also like screwed myself many times from, I kind of have a big mouth, if you couldn't tell already, but I'm kind of a talker, so just be careful. Okay, so number 559, important change. You are the director of your future. There are important changes occurring in your life presently. Your angels ask you to embrace them with flexibility and grace. Lie in meditation with your hands on your sacral chakra, the lower stomach. Repeat this mantra: I am in control of my reactions. Okay, so I also feel like, sorry, I'm just gonna relate it back to like trusting your gut. I don't know like chakras or anything, but like putting your hand on your stomach to me is like kind of like your gut feeling. So if you feel like you're in a pickle and you feel like you have all the facts and you've already studied the situation, obviously use the facts. If something seems like, oh, this person has done some bad things in the past, maybe don't, and you've seen the evidence, then maybe like, okay, maybe like let's not spill our guts to this person. But if you feel like there's a gut feeling that something is bad or good, or whatever you feel in your stomach, I think it's important to follow that, and just to know that like you're the one. I did say, like, you're the one making the decision. So um make it with like everything in mind. Yeah, once again, big changes are coming, so I am gonna show the door. So yeah, the doors here, big changes are coming. Up to you if you want to take that opportunity or not. I would advise, once again, follow your gut. Um, but I think at the end of the month, you are gonna be like, once again, the King of Wands. You are gonna be knowledgeable enough to make that decision, and whatever you choose to do is gonna be like the right answer in the moment. Yeah, you're the director. And I want to say, with that mindset, it's also like you have more power than you think. Um, Remember, you have the power to like change your mindset, to go forth. Once again, sometimes if you're busy, it kind of distracts you from things. You have that power. Are you gonna like lie in bed all day, or are you gonna stand up and do something? Right? It's okay to lie in bed, but like sometimes we need to kind of like look at ourselves and be like, girl, one more hour, okay? But that's it. Like, you need to be your own mom sometimes. Okay, guys, so think of your yes or no question. We're going to do your yes or no answers with the angel numbers. So, not angel numbers, angel cards. Feel free to pause the video if you need time to think. But yeah, your piles are going to be number 1, 2, and 3. So, whichever pile stands up for you, this is going to be your answer to your yes or no. We're going to start off with pile number 1. Your answer is there's something better. So seems more like a no, or whatever something better is for you. Seems like this thing isn't for you, but there's something else. Hence, the door opportunity I think is going to open up. There's something that's waiting for you that you might not even know yet. But right now, it seems like what you're thinking of isn't for you. So just, keeping that in mind. It seems like they're just guiding you towards a different direction, which, I think there's always something better when something doesn't work out. If you pick pile number 2, your answer is choose a new direction. Okay, so this is similar answer to the first pile. There's something else going for you. So I think, and I do get this with your whole reading, like from your beginning of the month to the end of the month, I think there is a new path. I am going to pull the Page of Wands again. Like, near the end of the month, he's on a new path. He's on a different path. Not saying he's starting his whole journey over, but he's like maybe changed directions. Maybe he went, instead of going left side, he went the right side or something. So yeah, seems more like a no because there's something else. And then if you chose number 3, it's reconsider. So definitely a no. Seems more like it's not the time to do this. Seems like there's something else. It just doesn't seem like the time or the place, whatever you're thinking of, or the person. So yes, all of these are kind of no's. But yeah, that's fine. Sometimes we just need to hear it. So yeah. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Sorry, I'm definitely overstimulated or something because there's like police cars, fire trucks, my roommate's coughing a mile a minute. I'm like, every aspect of my mind is going off, right? So yeah, I think I need to get going, guys. But thank you guys so much for being here today. Once again, if you like the video, please feel free to share, comment, and subscribe. Like the video if you do like it. All the decks I used are going to be linked in the description box below. And I do offer private readings. If you're interested, feel free to join my Discord. And there's so much happening. I'm like so overstimulated. Have a wonderful month. I'm sweating. Okay, have a wonderful September. I shall see you next month. Okay, bye.